So today I'm going to show you how to build this really small ship, and it is super tiny, and it's super easy to build, and it's going to teach you the mechanics of how to use the ship builder in Starfield. So make sure that you smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and let me know down below what you think of this. Does it look cool? What would you do to improve it? Let me know. It'd be really cool to see, and let's get straight into this. So let's start off by using our bays. I'm going to go with the NG6 on this one, and then we are going to head on over to our habs. And for your habs, you want to use one of these singular ones, and we are going to be using the companionway, and we're going to put that on just the back right here. Next up, we're going to head on over to our cockpits. So cockpits, you're obviously going to want one that's quite small. These look quite bulky, so we are going to go either for this one or that one, entirely up to you. Mass is a big thing, or it might be down to value, so it's entirely up to you which one you want to use, but I'm going to go with this one. And then we are going to look at our gear. So gear is basically like your landing pad type of thing. You need to make sure that you have enough of these set out for your ship to make sure you can balance the weight. It took me a while to realize this, so once you make a heavy ship, you're going to need more of these, so bear that in mind when you are doing any builds. Then we are going to look at our grav drives, and we're going to go with the one that has more options for attachments, and I'm probably going to go with the most expensive one in this situation, and I'm probably going to put that at the top just right here. So now let's look at our reactors, and we're going to do the same. We want more options for our reactors, so these ones can do on all of them, but I'm going to go with this one because it has obviously 20 power generated and it has a good repair rate, and I just like the design of this one much more than the other one. So now we've attached that on, so we can see our ship is pretty much there. We're not far off at all. And now we're gonna head on over to our fuel tanks. So I'm gonna go with the 300G. I just like the look, the aesthetic. It looks very good, and we're gonna put this on both sides. Probably overkill, you don't have to do it this way, but this is the way I'm going to do it on mine. So then we are going to look at our engines. Do you have a few options? But something you want to bear in mind when you're doing this is this part here going to overlap and touch? So if it is, it's going to mess up your ship build, so you need to be careful on what you're using. And for that reason, we're going to go with these white dwarfs here. I'm going to attach them on that side, and we're going to do the same on that side. So now we have basically most of our ship set up. We're gonna need to then head on over to our dockers, and we're probably gonna go for either this one or this one. So I'm gonna go with the Connector Pro docker just because it looks a bit cleaner. And yet again, I don't know if you can get this on New Atlantis, but it goes well with my ship, so that's the reason why I'm attaching it right here. Or can I move it forward? No, I can't, so that's fine. Now let's head on over to the next parts we need. So we're going to need some of the shields, and I'm probably going to go with the 30S protector shield. Yet again, it's probably one of the best ones, more expensive, but you can mess around with this however you guys want. You don't have to copy my build at all. This is just a reference, and it's really easy to explain. Once you get the basic understanding of how to build a small ship, you'll be able to build big ships later on down the line. So now we are going to go over to our, not engines, we're going to go over to our weapons. So I like these lasers. So I like looking at the distance and the range of them. As you can see, that missile launcher, so this is pretty much a base missile launcher. You can see that that one there does 4,000 range. That's really good, and the damage is really good also. And then we are going to find our laser that we're going to use. I'm probably going to go with this one for the fact that it has 3,500 range, and it has a good fire rate. It doesn't do crazy amount of damage, but just remember, we want to be really nimble, and we want to get in and out of situations. So this is going to be a great one for us to be able to use, and we can use our missile launcher for the big boy damage later on, so don't worry at all about damage. But yet again, entirely up to you. It's your playstyle. If you don't like this, you don't have to use this, so you can just use this as a base for your build and then mess around with it however you want. So we've got one error, and it's basically saying that we need to assign our weapons, and I'm going to go with the missile launcher in number 0, and I'm going to go with my electro beams in the second. So now have a look at our ship. Let me know what you think of it. Can you make this any better? Look a bit fancier, saucier? You could add some stuff on, but bear in mind the weight of this ship. It will need another docker, and some of the dockers that you have to equip aren't the best looking things. That's the reason why I've done it this way. And one final thing that you might want to do is press select all, which is LB on Xbox, and then you are going to change the color of your ship by clicking the left analog in. And I'm just gonna go for a nice little funky color that stands out a bit, so probably a green. The green's quite cool. And then we're gonna go over and find another one here. We can go with the white. And then the third color, what should we put on this? This is like a nice little detail, so I might go with a little saucy purple. No, not that much of a fan. Probably go with a dark green. We'll stick it to gold. So this is our ship pre-built. As you can see, it's pretty amazing, and I'm going to show you what it looks like out in the wild. This is what it looks like up in space, and it does look very, very crisp. And I'm just outside of New Atlantis. It looks really, really good. You can see that some of the things fit very nicely together, and it doesn't really look out of place. It looks actually like something Bethesda would have made themselves, or something you can unlock early on in game. And the speed of this thing is pretty rapid. Its maneuverability is quite good as well. And for the fact that it's a small little spaceship, it can do a good amount of whizzing around and firing them rockets. Yeah, again, you can improve this and you can do a lot better when it comes to damage output and everything like that. But that is obviously going to cost a lot of credits and you progress in the game. But this is a really, really cool ship. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.